Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of Manga Hell. And today we will be reacting to the newest chapter, Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun, chapter 265, titled The Survivors. So yeah, we are pretty much already spoiling the twist in this chapter about the whole who remained. I mean, granted, you could in a way interpret it as just referring to Team Asmodeus, but I feel like then it would be more like a definitive, like one group type of situation if that was the case. Like they all the surviving team or something. I don't know. Like Survivor is just like a very on the nose thing. It pretty much confirms what we have all expected. But anyways, with that little tangent about this chapter title aside, let's get into this chapter. So we first start with like a bunch of like panels and nulls, well not really panels, more like screenshots of when we had like a big group shots of the students, teachers, and the misfit class all together throughout the arc, as we have Amelia announcing the Heartbreaker, the epic 66-minute battle between students and their teachers. The Heartbreaker is over! And then I have Amelia doing like a big star with her feet. She's like, and now! Some kind of ant or something. I hate those. We have Amelia there. She's like, it's time to announce the result of the Heartbreaker exam. The results! And they were like, yeah! And it was like, we may have missed some footage due to broadcasting issues. President! I'm guessing this is the footage that has Atori fighting, as we could have kind of suspected that there was like there was no reaction by any of the people there, so it's most likely that part with Atori, which makes me wonder how this is gonna be, how the film videos with Iruma are gonna be given to her, if there's some that's gonna have to be added out. Anyways, they have me back. But even so, I'm sure everyone witnessed each team's spectacular performance. Oh yeah, Gulp was there as well. You know, we have it's time to give it up for the Heartbreakers soul surviving team. We have most up against. We have Team Asmodeus, as he's all there badass with just looking very pleased with himself, and Cena be like, "Yay!" I mean, she's basically the child of the group, so it makes sense that she'll be like that. But still, it's kind of funny how you have these two who are like very confident, like, kind of badass, while she's like, this very childish. Like, even so I just realized she even looks younger than these two. Like, those like things where you have like two oldest the siblings, but you have like the little kid one, the one who's like at least like 3 years of a gap. That's how this team just looks like. I just now realize that. But yeah, anyways, then we have the Misfits guy being happy, namely, well, once we see him, namely, Iruma, Clara, Leet, and Jazz. As then we have Sasuke. What a thunderous reaction! Wow, indeed, especially from the girls, as we have everyone like Asmodia-sama, Zezekun. They're like, yeah! So yeah, I guess all the girls are louder than both of the two combined when they see handsome men. Although I do like to think that there's also some girls into Celia. I mean, she does have that kind of charm to her. Anyways, then we have, I guess they got the final 30 seconds here, looking at the footage here, and then we have Amaya saying, the final 30 seconds were particularly remarkable. They had excellent teamwork and fought to the best of their abilities. Oh, pretty much everything they have, they've thrown at it. Anyways, then we have saying, clearly what clinched their victory was me! As they have, they're like starting to going into our faces, like in your face. And it comes, we have an announcer be like, whoa, you scared me! And like they get all the attention for it. So there is to be like, pardon me for being the star of the show. And they're seeing someone who goes back, Zezekun! And then they're like, I'm aware that I was pivotal in the final seconds. And he also says, first year, Zepa Zeza, the Zenith of Zeniths. I'll be awaiting the front page. He's always fucking to be the front page news this with him, which would be kind of. I wonder if this guy like we're gonna see the front page in the news and it's not gonna like Santa's gonna be there, but he's gonna be like the least out of two, or it's not even gonna he's not even gonna be like cut off. Like I can easily see something like that kind of reaction. And then we have Amelia looking at him and she's like, "Roar!" So she's getting married of Romeo. Uh, so yeah, I guess I see that. Like I feel like a lot of people probably saw the similarities between the two, and Amira is also not seeing them. It's probably thinking, "Oh no, we have another one." And then we have someone, or maybe she's wondering if she should recruit him as well. Maybe he'll be useful. And then we have everyone screaming, "Kya, kya, ah ha ha!" Is they sure alive? And someone's like, "Well, we have someone that's been like, they sure are lively." And then they announced back, "Your confession was good too, Lascivia-san." And they were like, I didn't confess! I had to! Which I feel this is just gonna be a running gag with Sylvia. No, everyone's gonna like think that she's his girlfriend. Well, it's just like, I have to do it because of his magic. That's the only reason. I mean, she's been screaming, I love him the most, so I feel like she's kind of stuck with this now. Anyways, then we have as well as like looking at kind of like trying to remove himself from the whole situation. We have everyone screaming, "Kya, Kya, Sylvia-chan, well done!" So yeah, like I thought, someone is definitely going to want to get some Sylvia action. Is it? Someone's like, "Heh." And then I have Dolly Kun showing up. His annoying grin is like, "Why the long face?" As then we have Smoke's back. Well, we have that back. Shouldn't you be happy about this? As Smoke's like, where did you come from? I guess does he may have some kind of sneaking ability from bloodline magic. But yeah, anyways, then we have Dolly just saying, "You're the only survivor. That basically makes you the champion," which is in a sort of a way true. I mean, there's not like champion, and also he was like one of the ones who got eliminated in the previous big exam thing. So I'm not sure that really makes him the champion. Just like, oh, you're the lucky bastard who survived. Anyways, there was Mosbeck. I don't think this outcome was achieved solely through my own efforts. Like, Iruma, someone literally had to go down before me and scream to give me a heads up before I got taken out. So yeah. And then I have a bit of like a cool, like a retrospective for examination of it. As Asmos has this like badass speech when he says, "All the other teams came together and gave it their all. It's only thanks to their help that my team survived." And then we see a shot of Jazz being tortured, a shot of Clara making like those vending machine, Sabnak and Cresselia fighting, Lead standing, a guy's creating some stones, and Elizabeth just standing there, uh, calm, protecting, and Irma showing arrows. Funny enough, we don't see person any. I don't think we see person anywhere, although I might be mistaken. King, so he's also not there, and Gup as well, but we haven't seen anything from Gup, so yeah. Anyways, then we have Smalls be like, that vexes me. Despite the entire class's best efforts, only one team was able to survive. Yeah, I'm sure that's the situation that's going on here. And then we have Fasmo saying, I think everyone feels the same way. The truth is, let's see, what of them be happy. As you see, like this very wholesome panel of them all being extremely happy. With a few of them be like a bit like, ah, you're the only one. I suppose it can't be helped. Like, but I think the space that Elizabeth is giving me is like, I guess it can't be helped. And then we have a small saying, I wish I was standing here with everyone else. So yeah, I guess this is kind of like foreshadowing, I'm guessing, for a certain like exam down the line where everyone's gonna be kind of together. Well, when they're all gonna be here. Also, we don't see Sabnok or Kamui in this chapter, well, in the current time, so yeah, they're still in the hospital. Well, Atoya and Monoki really won't hold him back. I mean, I guess it makes sense for Atoya, but why was Monoki attacking with so much force? It's probably some of that because I do believe I don't know in the manga, but it was shown in the anime that Kamui was like he was sent into mystery classes because he was sexually harassing Sing Mononoke. Well, not like directly sexually harassing, but Mononoke had those eyes as Kamui was looking at her. So yeah, I was there on some screen as they're saying woo as they're like happy, as they have that back. That's even more reason to accept their praise with a smile and your head held high. So yeah, as then Dai says that is the duty of the strong. So yeah, I'm guessing this is a bit more into go into Dali's character because he always has this like smile on him. And he's always like talking as the one in charge. So I do wonder if this is supposed to be like either foreshadow or just going into more his character. Instead of us being like, yes, sir, as he starts to like accept the price, like waving to them and everyone. Instead of Dolly be like, well, you don't need to feel so lonely though. No, that's it for the interview. So yeah, anyways, then we have for I say, well then, as then we have someone screaming objection. And there was a hand raised as one of them, well, of the 26 looking at the objecting, and as well and so I was like, huh? As we see that Aleko was on raising his hands up, his right hand raised up, as Aleko was like, there's one more team that survived. As as they have the announcement, another team to see is to see is to believe. We have a heart. And then we see a heart floating. As then we see Alako presenting the little egg student as she's like even smaller now, like she's literally in his hands. As Alako is like, right here. And then we hear me there, and she's also like very pumped, like her face is like, like this like very tsundere kind of face that girls have. And she's this and you're like saying like small on top of it. So yeah, there was Lee's like, what? Isn't that Jazz's? And then also is like, oh yeah, in my school eyes, I forgot about them. And then we had like an explanation of this and these two eggs. Then we have the name of this female egg, we like Pemo Pemo Chimi. But I imagine big small. As then we see the women of the Pemo Pemo family are able to shrink, while the men can enlarge themselves. They have the ability to adjust the size of their bodies. If we see a Pemo Pemo, like we get a comparison in size. And also we found out her brother's name is Pemo Pemo Demi. So yeah, as we see that the size, we get like an average student for them as a reference. As we see Chini, like being itty bitty, with her being so big that we actually need a close up on, which actually makes this look like she's even smaller than what Alako was presenting her as. And then we see Demi like basically I would say 2 times bigger than this average student. Now I do have to wonder if this is like the limit for Demi because I feel like if that's the case then the man of the Pemo family have gone like the short end of the stick because like again they're just eggs essentially. Like you can be a huge egg but you're not gonna be anything in like survival or that powerful in terms of anything. So I'm guessing that Demi can probably get bigger. Then that's usually a comparison. Like it's just a easy way to demonstrate what it's meant to, which is kind of funny to think that the fact that Demi could honestly be the biggest, I guess, during this contest. How did they even get in? I'm still curious because their bodies are still like very small and tiny. Like they literally their limbs are like this way like just this I have I would say. So anyways, then we get a flashback to get a bit of an explanation as we have a Tor explaining back then as we get like the whole confrontation with Tor and all that. And Alec was like, generator is like, Alako, whose experience allowed him to recognize the danger they were in, quickly let Chimi shrink and then hit her into his pocket. And we see her like being shrunken down, which I guess he was like shrink, or she was always shrunken because of fear. And then like grab the heart and her as well, so just start in. Kind of surprising that no one knows that a bit of an extra proof maybe somewhere else. But yeah, And then I could be like, Jazz, I promised I would protect them, remember? And then Jazz gonna be teary eyed. So yeah, I was essentially like, you asked me to protect them, to let them go for safety reasons. Well, in that case, I did what you told me to. So yeah, honorable for Malako, and a very good character moment, I would say. Probably the highlight of his character, in my opinion, even more than the actual event. We gotta find out Alako, like he's one of the ones who doesn't get a lot outside of the normal chapters. Like he's not the most likely to get anything. But it's kind of funny how in these like exams, he's like the one who rocks, or is like the star. So yeah. Anyways, then we get the announcement. We've just received confirmation from the teachers. Her heart is intact. The objection is sustained. And then we see like Onyx like doing that big circle thing around that says it's okay. But I went like, oh, I can't believe we let that slide. How did we not notice that? But even, it's even funnier. But Hat's like even funnier reaction when he's like looking down in shame as he like puts like this small little circle. Like, yes, the heart is intact, so I can't really so there's nothing really I can argue, and it was my blunder. But so same. So yeah, I guess I don't know why they needed to get a confirmation from the teachers. Maybe it's because Team Alako was like sent to the room, so there was like no way to know they have to stay there. But it's kind of hard to think of. Anyway, then we have uh, I'm also saying Team Andrew to the stage, as we have Alako like pushing them. They're also so happy. Yay! Andrew made it as well. And then we have like this like friendly like bro hug. Well, not really hug, like this friendly bro headband by Jazz. And I like for thanking him. Then he gets his kohais in his hands. And yeah, those two are like really small. I don't even know, like in almost insane time. And then we have I go walk out the stage, and then a small like happy yay, and then I was like very happy. Like again, like even here, it's like this has to be the this even looks like two friends meeting each other and they're having their kids together. Like that's the impression I'm getting here. Like you have Andrew with two babies, while you have Jazz with his daughter, which is funny. And yeah, you actually do see the size difference, and she's like around the size of the elbow regularly, like around here, while here she was like this big. So yes, we also see the brother there. Which does make me wonder, the two haven't spoken at all. Does that mean those two are mute or something? Or they don't or their family doesn't speak? I'm not sure exactly. And then everyone like cheering, yay, yay! Oh, cheer. And then we'll be like, oh man, the plan was to pop all of their hearts. I can't believe we let two teams survive. As he says, like he's kind of smiling, like being on the ground, like, this is terrible. And they're all cheering around them. So yes, so yeah, that plan was like supposed to be a big like confidence boost, which was something that I don't even think was a problem. I mean, they did because they were fans, and it's kind of like your reaction to this type of stuff. But they probably even got more popular. I mean, they had two teams survive this, as then we have Calico be like, they are a teenagers lot. We are gonna have lots of evaluation once we are back at the dorm. Actually, that's what Dallum says, as Calico just thinks, then we see like another wholesome shot with all of them being happy. Yay, we have two teams surviving! And then we have the final page of the chapter. We have like Asmodeus and Andorra were like waving there, everyone being happy. Yay! At least two of us were together, which was also something that was people were predicting because those two were the only two who got disqualified from the whole forest exam or whatever that was. So it makes sense. So it's kind of like nice that you have these two surviving because these were the two who failed. Which again makes me think the next exam is going to have the two be all of the group together as it was foreshadowed in this chapter. I mean, we gotta be excited to see, but you get the general notion of it. As their colleague was saying at the end, and the all happy sound, maybe like, I'll be a thorough, it'll be a thorough evaluation indeed. I think that investigatory is more of the priority than tormenting your students, Caligo. Just saying, I feel that would be a bad waste of your time than being the shell of them. Also, I don't think they even need to be examined even more. So yeah, another one is gonna have all the students wanting Calico to be praise them. I mean, Calico does praise students, but it's very minimal. So yeah, this chapter was pretty much what we were expecting it to be, like the reaction to the exam, maybe, a little bit of a character thing, with reveal that Jazz's team survived, and things we all expected. Now, as for what could happen in the next chapter, I could see the next chapter being the Shida's interrogation, since neither she nor Balam are here, and also it would make that is what it was said they should do. So that's probably what's gonna happen. Although I could see the next chapter to be a party with it ending with the interrogation scene. Although I feel like it would make more sense to have like interrogation scene and then the party or whatever. So yeah. Yeah. Anyways, those are my thoughts for this chapter. I hope you like this reaction. I hope you leave your thoughts on this chapter in the comments below. And yeah, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.